So we will head to the mat. Just finding comfortable seat, right? Any seated position, or even reclined if that works better for you. As we start to tune in and check in the body and the breath. This process of grounding back to home, letting the stories and stress fall away, coming into the present moment. So as you find your seat, balancing here between effort and ease. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling the lift through your chest, your shoulders drop down and back. Just pulling your elbows back slightly towards the rib cage to let those shoulders soften and relax down. And then while you keep your tall posture, relax the waist, let your tail drop, hang heavy. Relaxing the thighs, the jaw, and the muscles around your eyes. And beginning to deepen your breath. And feeling the movement of the breath in and out. And taking a gentle scan of your body, starting at the crown of your head, working your way down. Feeling the jaw, the top of your neck, across your shoulders and down into your arms. Tracing down your arms to your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, into each one of your fingers. Slowly tracing back up your arms, into the chest. And visualizing, connecting, tracing down your spine. Breathing deep. Feeling into your belly, your hips, your groin, into your legs from your inner thighs to your outer thighs, down towards your knees, your lower legs, feeling your feet and into your toes, feeling your body and your breath. And together, taking 3 clearing breaths here. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth audibly. Inhale through the back of the nose and throat, slight constriction through the breath. Exhale, big audible breath. And once more, just like that. And inhale through the nose. Close your mouth. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, filling up, expanding your lungs. Exhale, pushing all the air out. Let your belly pull in. One more big, forceful breath. And continue breathing a more natural pacing to your breath now. Keeping the richness through your breath, but finding the softness, the balance here. Effort and ease. About 5 deep breaths. Eyes open or closed. And bringing your hands to heart center. On your next inhale, lifting your heart up towards your hands. Exhale, bowing head to heart. Honoring this moment, your practice, and this moment that you create as sacred by sacrifice and intention of setting this time aside to reconnect. One deep breath here. And gently lowering your hands, sitting up tall, opening the eyes. Welcome. Good morning. Breathing in as you sit up tall. Exhale, chin to your chest. Breathe out. Inhale, chin towards the right shoulder. Up across to the ceiling, to the opposite shoulder, and chin back to chest. Taking some neck circles here, neck rolls. Keep breathing, continuing with those circles. The right shoulder up to the sky, opposite shoulder, and chin back to chest. Feeling free to slow down or to pause in any of those tight spaces. Taking a breath there. And beginning to switch that circle direction, heading the opposite way. Deep breaths. If it feels good, you can start to drop the head back, open the throat, bend the upper neck, upper spine. Lifting your head back to neutral, so looking forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Left palm down to your side, directly underneath your shoulder. Breathe in, sweep the right arm up. So a little bit of a side bend, but thinking more of lengthening up than reaching over. Stay long through both sides of the torso. Really ground down through the left palm. Press into the floor. Feel that activation from one shoulder to the other as the right arm reaches up. Breathe in. Exhale, relax your waist. Inhale, lengthen through the arm. Exhale, relax through the waist, tailbone drops. Walking the left hand a little further away from your body now. Now your left elbow is underneath your shoulder, deepening your side bend, reach up and over. And begin to bend into your left elbow, so it's reaching towards the floor. As you do, ground through your right hip. Hips are heavy, belly button pulling slightly back. Rotate your gaze up towards the sky, looking towards that right elbow. Breathe in. Exhale, settle. And one more breath here. Relaxing the shoulders down. Again, help yourself back. Your center, sitting up, breathing in. Breathing out. Right palm lands underneath the right shoulder. Breathe in, left arm up. And focusing more on reaching up and length here through the sides of the torso for a few breaths. Getting heavy through your hips. Pull the belly button gently back. Relax the low back. Reaching up and out. Lift through the base of your skull, letting the back of your neck be long. And begin to move the right hand further away from the body and bend the elbow, sinking it towards the floor, deepening your side bend. Left arm up and over, square those shoulders forward, pull the belly back, rotate your gaze up, and ground down through your left hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, one more breath. Exhale. Lift through center, sitting up, breathe in, breathe out. Switch out the crossing of your legs, so whichever shin is on in front or on top, just make that opposite cross with your legs. Interlace your hands and bring them to the base of the skull, so behind your head. Elbows reaching wide to the sides. And finding your breath here. So you're feeling the shoulder blades squeeze slightly towards one another on your back body. No pinching between the blades, but an engagement to hold the shoulder blades onto your back. You might feel those lower floating ribs press forward. See if you can knit the lower floating ribs back Keeping a straight spine rather than arching or back bending here. And then reach out your elbows, get active there through your arms. Press your head gently back into your hands and resist the hands into your head, helping your traction, the upper spine and your neck higher towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, keep the arms interlaced and reach the palms up to the sky. Look up, reach up, breathe in, breathe out, hold here. Good, one more breath. Press up through the palms. Exhale, hands behind your head again, same as before. Breathe in. Exhale, wrap the forearms around the head, elbows point forward, hugging the forearms to the sides of your skull. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest, starting to round forward. So take your time here. As you start to round, you may feel a deep stretch through your upper back or between the shoulder blades. If you're feeling that, you can hold here, pausing and breathing. And you can begin to roll forward more, coming into a forward fold. Rounded spine, belly pulling in strong, abs engaged. Maybe the hands come down to the earth now. Walking the palms forward, folding forward a little deeper, elbows hanging to the earth or touching down as you breathe in. Breathe out, feeling the hips open, the low back open. Again, one more breath here. Now begin to rock yourself forward towards tabletop. So coming onto hands and knees or all fours. You can take a few hip circles here, lubricating your hip joints as you press the hips back towards one heel, the other heel, forward and around. Making some circular motions as big or small as you like. Again, pausing in any of those tight spaces, taking a breath there. When you're ready, switch that circle direction, heading the opposite way. Good. Coming back to neutral tabletop or all fours. Hands right underneath your shoulders, knees below your hips. As you breathe in, let your tailbone rise, your belly drop, heart forward, look forward, cat shape. Exhale, round your spine, now to cat. Pulling chin in, belly to spine, tailbone tucks. Inhale to cow, arching your back, tail up, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Twice more with your breath. Breathing in. Exhale to round. Round the spine, tuck the chin, hold here. Strong cat, push the ground away, separating your shoulder blades. Bring some weight forward into your hands. Tuck your toes, hover your knees an inch above the mat. Pausing here, breathing in, breathing out. Hug the knees forward like they're going to touch the back of your wrists. Keep pushing the ground away. Ground through each one of your fingertips. Pull the low belly in, tuck the tail. Pause, breathe. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Hips go up and back. Relaxing the neck in down dog, maybe looking left and right. Make sure the hands are at least as broad as your shoulders. Walk your feet back a little bit, lengthen out your down dog. Soften through the knees, take a little bend there. So you can press your tailbone higher towards the sky, focusing on a flat back first, and then starting to straighten out your legs as you warm up for your practice. Good, keeping the joints soft, little bend through the joints, knees and elbows. Relax the neck. Big breath in and out. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands, coming to the top of the mat, forward fold. Feet about hip width distance, bend the knees, let your belly come close to your thighs. You can reach for opposite elbows and hang forward, or maybe bind onto your big toes with your peace fingers and pull upper body to lower body. Elbows going wide to the sides. A few deep breaths here in your forward fold. Tuck the low belly in.
Tilt some of your weight forward into your toes, making your heels lighter. And releasing the bind on your toes. Rock your weight back towards your heels. Pull the belly in and start to ragdoll yourself to standing, unfurling the spine one vertebrae at a time as you come all the way up. Chin is the last to lift. Palms rotate forward, standing proud and tall. Breathe in, sweep the arms up to the sky, hands to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the elbows to the sides, fingertips wide. Press your hips forward, lift through your chest and look up. Upper back bend, holding here, breathing. If you want a little more, rock the weight back to your heels, look back further. Inhale, lifting back up, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees, belly towards your thighs, head hangs. Inhale, half the lift, hands can come onto the shins. Rock weight into your toes, pull the shoulder blades back, contract through your back. Good, breathe in again. Exhale, forward fold, round in, pull the belly in, forehead towards your shins. Step your feet back to down dog. Inhale, settle in, exhale. Good, 3 breaths here in your downward facing dog. See if you can broaden the shoulders, like you're wrapping your shoulder blades towards your side body, increasing the space between those inner shoulder creases and your ears. Inhale, shift forward, high plank pose, pause here, breathe out. Good, holding your plank position. See if you can hug your arms tighter towards your body, eliminating space in the armpits, feeling those lats in the side body engaged. Pull the low belly in again, firm. Find the breath. You can always lower the knees here and look slightly forward. Breathe in, breathe out. One more in breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, slow lower all the way down to the belly. Ground your feet, firm your legs, breathe in, baby cobra. Lift the chest, roll the shoulder blades back. Exhale to lower. Twice more with your breath. Grounding your feet down, lifting your chest up. Inhale, exhale, lower back to the mat. Good, once more, breathe in, baby cobra, lifting up, pressing the feet down. Exhale to lower down. Tuck your toes, push up, plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale, hips up and back. Looking forward between your hands. Bend your knees, step forward or hop forward, top of the mat. Inhale to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold in, round in, forehead towards your shins. Bend the knees, hips low, root to rise, arms wide, stand all the way up. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach up, lock the thumbs, squeeze the arms towards your head. Press your hips forward, second back bend, lift your chest. Good, find your breath here, pause, take your time. Keep squeezing your arms towards the head. Then press the hips way forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back to press the sternum to the sky. Now lean your whole body weight back in space till you feel the abs shape. Inhale, lift through center, look forward. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees. Relax the head, let it hang. Inhale to half lift, find length, shoulders back. Exhale, round in, belly tucks in, forehead to shins. Step the left foot back, low lunge, right leg forward. Good, pause here, ground through your front heel, separate your thighs, let your hips sink down, almost the sensation of splits. And then hug your right sit bone towards your left inner thigh, keeping that stability towards the center line, securing through the pelvis. Go ahead and lower your left knee down, untuck your left toes, Hug your right heel and your left knee towards one another for stability as the arms rise up, half warrior. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, tailbone pressing forward towards your right heel, hugging right heel to left knee to right heel. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, elbows bend wide, heart lifts, look up. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, cactus arms once more. Pull the elbows down and back. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands down, frame the front foot. Plant the left palm. Lift your right arm up, find a twist. And hugging the shoulders towards one another, getting broad across your chest. Use your breath here to expand through the front of the chest, feeling the collarbones brighten. Hug your right hip back. Lift your right ribs up, pulling the left ribs towards your right inner thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the right hand back to the mat, framing the right foot. Start to shift your hips back in space, half splits. Pull the right toes towards your face. Good, breathe in. As you exhale, shift your weight forward, bend into your right knee again, find that low lunge, hips press forward, lengthening out. Good, find another in-breath as you exhale, send your hips back in space to half splits, pull the right toes up towards your face. Good, once more, rocking forward, bend through the front knee, shift your hips forward, squeeze into your left buttock. Press your hips back in space, straighten out your front leg, right toes pull to your face, relax the right knee. Shift forward again, find your low lunge, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Dial that left heel down to a 45 back foot grounded. Reach your arms up, warrior one. Exhale, settle to your warrior. Grounding into your front heel for support. Seal the outside edge of the back foot to the mat. Take your right hand, grab the left wrist, side bend up and over to the right. So feeling the length from the outside of the left foot to the left hip, all the way through your left wrist. As you reach the torso up and over to the right, ground through that right sit bone like you're anchoring it back to your mat. Arms rise through center, unbinding the arms. Shift your weight forward, step forward, top of the mat, chair pose. Big toes touch. Bend the knees, sit into your chair. Press your hips forward to align your tailbone right over your heels and feel the reach of your body in two directions. Your hips reaching towards the floor and your heart up towards the sky. Can you bring your knees forward another inch, work on that flexion through your ankles, and then root down into your heels. Feel your weight anchoring through the heels. Rotate the pinkies towards one another and the thumbs out wide. Inhale. Last exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, stand up, straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, belly towards your thighs, head hinges. Inhale to half lift. Heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale to round, forehead to the shins. Step your feet back, down dog, breathe in. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way or halfway, your choice. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, working back to down dog, tucking the toes, pushing up and back. 3 breaths, downward facing dog. And wrapping the shoulders wide, soften the knees, and pull those lower floating ribs back towards your core or your spine, helping to keep us straight back. Can you push your pubic bone further through your thighs? Watch the tracking of your knees. Keep them in line with your middle toes. Sometimes the knees have a tendency to knock inward in this pose. Looking forward between your hands, bending your knees, stepping forward or hopping forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the weight into your toes. Exhale, fold in, round in. Bend the knees deeply, root to rise, stand all the way up. Big breath in, arms reach to the sky, hands to heart, center, breath out. Inhale to your back bend, palms together or cactus arms, hips forward, heart lifts. Inhale, straighten back out, reach up, forward fold, exhale, step your right foot back. So low lunge, left leg. I'm taking a moment to settle into this low lunge, feeling your thighs separate and the left foot grounding. Check that the right foot came straight back from your right heel and hasn't shifted wider out to the right side. Lowering your right knee down, coming into the supported warrior. Squeeze the left heel towards the right knee towards the left heel. That frame through the pelvis as you rise up, arms. Tailbone pushing towards the left heel as you root and stomp through that left heel for support. Right buttock engaged, helping open the front of the right hip. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus arms, pull the elbows back, lift the chest. Inhale, arms straighten out, look forward. Once more, exhale, elbows pull down and back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down, bring your front foot. Plant the right palm, lift your left arm, find a twist. Pulling the right shoulder back. So hug that right shoulder head back towards your spine, or think right shoulder blade hugging towards the left shoulder blade. Rotate your gaze up. And then pull your left sit bone towards your right inner thigh, keeping your hips aligned to center. Allow your breath to expand and rotate the rib cage deeper. Take your left hand down, framing your front foot. Start to shift your hips back in space, half splits. Pulling the left toes up towards the face. Let your tailbone point back towards your right heel, chest forward, spine long, relax the left knee, breathe in. Exhale, shift forward, press your hips forward, opening the front of the right hip. Take another in breath. Exhale, hips back towards the right heel, straightening out your front leg, left toes to face. Shift forward, taking one more of those motions, shifting forward and back. Shift forward again, planting the left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee up, and dial that right heel back and down. Back foot to a 45 as you rise up to warrior one. Exhale, sinking into your warrior. And grounding the outside of the right foot to the mat. If that doesn't feel as accessible, you can always bend the back knee a little bit. And then pull the right armpit forward and up, squaring the shoulders forward to the top of your mat. Left hand grabs the right wrist as we side bend up and over to the left. Stretching and lengthening through the right side body, staying strong through the legs, pressing into your feet, lifting up through the right side. Drop that left hip down 1 inch. Rotate the right hip forward. Lift through center, arms separate. Shift your weight forward, step forward, chair pose, feet together, big toes touch, bend the knees, sit down. Inhale, reach up through your hands. Exhale, right arm under left, coming towards eagle rock through the arms. Right arm under left, maybe forearms, cross, or press together. Then feel your elbows pull in towards your chest slightly so that you can relax the shoulder blades down away from your ears. Once you feel the shoulders relax down, then press your forearms slightly forward to intensify your stretch. Tuck your chin to lengthen through the back of your neck, pulling the front of your throat towards the back of your neck. Sit a little lower. Right leg up and over the left. Eagle wrap through your legs, or you could always have the right foot in front of the left foot and focus on squeezing the thighs together. Trying to eliminate the space between the thighs, compressing the joints of the body as you expand the breath wide through the chest. Again, pressing your knees forward and aligning your tailbone over your heel, just like chair pose. Square your hips forward, so draw your right hip crease slightly back to bring your knees to the center line of your body. Find the breath. Focus your eye gaze. Unwind your legs. Unwind your arms. Big breath in, arms reach up. Cactus arms, bend the elbows, hip forward, heart lifts. Inhale, reach back up. Left arm under right, other side of your eagle wrap through the arms. Take your time to find the alignment through the shoulders. Elbows can pull gently in towards the chest so the shoulders can relax away from your ears. Setting the shoulder blades back into position. Then maybe forearms press forward to intensify your stretch. Front of the throat pulling back, bend the knees, sit down. Left leg up and over the right. Maybe left toes search for the back of the right calf, squeezing the thighs together, pulling the knees to center. Or left toes can touch down in front of the right foot, squeeze those thighs together. Push your hips forward and then feel how the low belly engages. Hold that. Staying here, breathing deep. In through the nose, out through the nose. Unwind your legs, unwind your arms, breathe in, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out. Coming all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold and round in. Step your right foot towards the back of your mat, opening in to wide lunge, or rather wide-legged splits, excuse me. So stepping your right foot back. Yeah. Let's bring the feet to about 4 feet apart. So kind of a short stance. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands can stay underneath the shoulders here. Leave fingertips down or palms down, back is flat. If you need to get your back flat, bend your knees a little. And then rock your hips side to side. Hips rock towards the left and the right. I'm gonna fold forward a little bit more so you can see the movement of my hips. But legs stay straight, rocking the hips side to side, focusing on freeing the hips from the legs, rocking the pelvis around. Feeling that space between the sit bones, around the coccyx. And finding some freedom around the tail and within the hips as you rock left and right. Good. Then pause your rocking and bring your feet now wider. Turn the left toes out, heel drops in, and start to bend into the left knee, side lunging towards the left. So you can stay here with the hands underneath the shoulders in your side lunge. Left knee pressing wide and opening towards the left, keeping the knee tracking in line with your toes. Hips are reaching back in space like you're trying to sit into a chair behind you that's too far away. You can stay here or lower your hips down towards the left heel. Skandasana, right toes can pop up towards the sky. Wherever you are, lengthen through the spine, lifting through your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Starting to shift towards the other side. So move through center, lift your hips up. Turn those left toes to point to the long edge of your mat. Right toes turn out towards the back of your mat. Ground through the right heel, widen through the right knee.
Hands can stay under the shoulders for support. Hips moving back in space. Tailbone open. Our hips can drop down towards the right heel. Left toes point to the sky. Chest lifts. Good, wherever you find yourself now, ground into the outside of the right foot and the right heel. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Exhale, relax the hips down. Coming through center, lift yourself back up and hang forward. Both toes turning slightly in, heels out. You can reach for opposite elbows and hang forward, or grab to the outside edges of your feet. Pull upper body towards lower body, elbows bending wide. 3 breaths here in your wide-legged fold. See if you can get your sit bones higher to the sky, lifting from the base of your glutes upward, helping to stretch the top of the hamstrings open. Tilt some of your weight into your toes, pulling down. Hands underneath your shoulders, straighten out your arms. Soft bend through the knees, walk your hands forward, step the right foot forward, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, round in, fold. Step your feet back down, dog, breathe in. Settle in, breathe out. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, half or full lower. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. 3 breaths, down dog. And reconnecting to your breath, find your stillness here in the pose. Focus on completing the exhale and finding that slow, complementary inhale breath. Look forward between your hands. Bend your knees, step forward, hop forward, top of the mat. Bend the knees, root to rise, stand all the way up, breathe in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Shift your weight into your left foot, and bending the right knee up towards your chest. And pausing here. Taking your right hand towards the base of your spine, left hand to the outside of your right knee. Begin to twist your chest towards the right, dancing Shiva. So firming your standing leg, you can stay here, focusing on rotating your chest towards the right and firming through the standing leg. If you'd like to bring the right knee higher up towards your chest, reaching to the outside of your right foot with your left hand, and then kicking the right leg forward. Firm up the standing leg again, maybe the right arm reaches back. Rotating your eye gaze back to challenge your balance. Rebending your front knee or your right knee, lower the right foot back to the mat. Breathe in, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center, reset. Shifting the weight into your right leg, bend the left knee up towards your chest. So noticing where the weight is distributed through the right foot, can you find a 50-50 stance through your foot, where there's weight in your heel and through the ball mound of your foot and grounding through your right big toe. Try to level off your hips, sinking that left hip gently down and lifting through the right side to get the hips level to the floor. Left hand at the base of your spine, right hand the outside of your left knee. Start to twist towards the left. Breathe deep here to help expand the left ribs behind you and draw the right ribs forward. Trying to get really open through your chest as it twists, rotating the spine. Remembering you can stay here or lift the left knee higher, reach the right hand to the outside of the left foot, and kick the left foot forward. Hug the right shoulder blade back, firm your standing leg, maybe reaching the left arm back, maybe rotating your gaze. Starting to unwind, rebending the left knee, step the left foot back to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Back bend, cactus arms or palms together, reaching up, reaching back. Inhale, lifting through center, forward fold, let it go. 3 breaths here, forward fold. Maybe interlacing your hands towards the base of your spine or towards the base of your skull, allowing the weight of your arms to stretch the upper neck and between the shoulders. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Start to drop your hips down towards your heels. Toe stand. So here in your toe stand, you can keep your hands to the floor. You can use a wall beside you for balance or hands to heart center. Tailbone over heels, shoulders over hips. Arms reach forward in front of you. Can you lower your heels without lowering your hips? Dropping your heels down. And then your hips down as gracefully as you can. Good, some days more graceful than others. So seated on your mat, send the legs forward. Hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips point forward. Bend enough through your elbows that you can press and really ground down through the first set of knuckles in your hands. And then lift up through your chest, opening across the front of the shoulders and across the chest. Then use your breath here to expand through the upper chest and feel that stretch. If you want a little more, hands could walk back 1 inch. You can bend the elbows a little bit deeper and then create a bigger arc through your spine. Keep grounding through the fingertips. If you like, you can drop your head back, opening the throat. Gently start to look forward. If you walk the hands back further, bring them back underneath your shoulders. 2 options, you can bend the knees, lift your hips up, reverse tabletop, or extend the legs, reverse plank, lift your hips. In either position, squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift up through the hips, squeeze the buttocks, look to the sky. 3 breaths here, finding your strength, re-engage on each exhale. Gently lower your hips down, sit yourself up, and straight spine, seated. And coming into forward fold or hands to feet position. If you're already rounding back a little bit here, that's a good sign to bend the knees deeply so you can sit up nice and tall. You can grab the back of your thighs and hinge your chest forward, bringing your belly towards your thighs and then reaching down for your feet. The legs are feeling nice and open as you sit up tall. Maybe you can hinge forward and grab the feet without bending the knees. Keep the knee joints soft. Bend the elbows down towards your shins. Pull your heart towards your big toes. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin to relax through the shoulders and the back of the neck. 3 breaths here. Reaching your tailbone back, your heart forward. Beginning to sit yourself up tall. Bend both knees. Bring the left heel to the outside of the right hip. Left heel to the outside of the right hip, coming into seated spinal twist. Right foot over the top of the left knee. You can always extend the bottom leg long here as well. So left leg long, right foot over the top of the left knee, right foot grounded to the floor. Wherever you are, sit yourself up, using the front shin to help lift the chest. Once you're feeling rooted through your hips or level across your sit bones, then right hand comes towards the base of your spine, left arm can reach up as you breathe in. Elbow to the outside of the knee, breathe out. And so over time, we're sitting up taller in this pose. But if you're feeling you're starting to round the chest in, or the low back is beginning to drop back, kind of like I'm demoing here, then a really nice option is to walk the right hand back further and lean back. So this is going to keep the spine straight, but allow you to rotate all the way to those lower vertebrae in the low back. Wherever you are, draw your gaze back, your chin towards the right shoulder. Breathe in, expand. Exhale to twist. Good, one more breath here. Unwinding, we'll switch out the crossing of the legs. If you'd like to windshield wiper your legs between the sides, bending both knees, rocking side to side. Then we'll bring the left heel to the outside of the right hip, closing that left knee joint entirely. Right foot over the top of your left knee, hugging the front shin, sitting up tall. Remembering you can always extend the bottom leg, leaving the left leg long. Feeling settled in your hips. Sorry, we did that on the other side. Okay, right leg long. Left foot over the top of the right knee. So that'd be right heel to the outside of the left hip. Left foot over the top of the right knee. And we'll twist towards the left. Sorry about that. So left hand to the base of the spine. Right arm can reach up for length, and then elbow to the outside of the knee. Option to walk the left hand back further, rotating into the low spine as you draw your gaze back. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, twisting. And unwinding, sitting yourself up. Bending both knees, windshield wiper the legs, side to side. And bringing your right heel in towards the groin, the left foot back towards your left glute. So left heel to left glute, right heel into the groin or deer sit up and twist toward your right. So taking another low back stretch here and a little bit of a quad left hip stretch. You can always stay here, or I recommend lower down onto your right forearm. So right elbow underneath the right shoulder, then reach the left arm up over your head and start to rotate your chest back towards the floor, looking at your right elbow. You can allow this left hip to lift and rotate towards on top of the right hip. As you reach and lengthen the left arm overhead towards the back of your mat, feel the space from the top of your left knee, through your left hip, to your left armpit, all the way to your left fingertips. Bring the left hand towards the floor, and then walk your hands forward, back towards the top of your mat, and fold over your right leg. Holding over your right knee, forearms can come down. Belly resting to your right thigh, compressing through the right hip. Imagine your right sit bone reaching out of your right glute.
Feeling this gentle stretch onto your low back, right side, and the compression into your right hip socket, hugging the right leg back into the body. And walking towards the top of your mat, switching out your legs. Left heel comes in towards the groin, right heel back towards your right glute. Right foot can be flexed or toes can pull in, tucking the toes. Start to twist towards your left in your deer sit. You can allow this right hip to lift and rotate towards the left. As you look back and find your twist, lower down onto your left forearm, elbow underneath your shoulder. Reach the right arm up and lengthen it to the back of the mat, and then rotate your chest towards the floor rather than the sky. Stretch from your right knee through your right fingertips, right side body long, breath deep. Right hand comes towards the floor. Walk your hands forward and fold over your left knee. Folding belly onto left thigh, forearms down, maybe arms walk forward as you relax over the left leg. Letting your body relax heavy to the earth. Gently sitting yourself up. Bending both knees and rolling onto your back. Lying back, heels walk in towards your buttocks for bridge pose. Hands down by your sides, tucking the shoulder blades towards one another, lift your hips. Reach your tailbone towards your knees. Hug your heels back towards your shoulders and your shoulders toward your heels. You can stay here as you are, or maybe interlace your hands at the base of your spine, coming higher up onto your shoulder blades and pressing your fists towards the floor. Keep grounding through your big toes, your inner thighs engaged, gently hugging the knees towards one another. If you'd like to try full wheel, hands can come behind the shoulders, fingertips towards your shoulder blades. You can always press up to the top of your head first, before lifting the head, straightening the arms, reaching the chest through the arms, the legs strong. Slowly lowering back down, hips to the mat. Gently pulling one knee in towards the chest and the other, wind relieving pose. So you can grab to the front of your knees, you can grab the back of the knees and interlace your hands there. Or you can reach for opposite wrists or elbows, whatever is available. Wherever you are, try to get your shoulder blades hugged back to the mat. Lengthen through the back of your neck. On your in-breath, expand through the belly, let it rise towards the thighs. Out-breath, pull your knees into that space created by your breath. Breathing in, belly expands. Exhale, knees pull in. Stay here for another 2 breaths, or happy baby, heels towards the sky, reaching to the outsides of your feet and pulling your knees in towards your armpits. Hug the shoulder blades back towards the floor. If this is too much, you can always lower the heels down towards the groin to be more of a butterfly shape through the legs. When you're ready, gently release the feet back to the floor. Feel free to take any other final pose or rock your knees side to side. When you're ready, extend one leg, then the other.
Bring your hands onto your belly or down to your sides, palms up. Take a big breath in, let your belly rise. Exhale, belly falls to the spine. Inhale, expand, fill your heart and chest lift. Exhale, soften towards the mat. Breathe in as if down into your toes. Breathe out as if out of your toes. Inhale towards your fingertips and out of your fingertips. Let your legs soften. Your hips sink. Your shoulders roll down and back. Feel all the tension melt away from your face as your jaw slacks in. Your tongue drops to the back roof of your mouth, and your eyes roll to the back of your head. Feel your breath circling your body, the embrace of gravity beneath you. And begin to deepen your breath, finding gentle movements, wiggling the fingers, the toes, rocking your chin side to side, massaging the back of your head, bending one knee to the other, rolling to your left or right side, rounding in, taking a pause and a breath, sealing your practice. Beginning to press up towards a seated position, gently, slowly rising. Finding your seat, tall spine, deep breath. Feeling the stillness in your body, balanced by the movement of your breath. Bringing your hands to heart center, breathe in, lift the heart up. Exhale, bow the head down. Thank you all for joining me in practice today. Namaste, thank you.